Hi, this is Jimmy with SpeedOnTheWater.com coming to you live from Monster Bash 2014. With us today is Win Farnsworth, and he's the owner of Silver Lining. It is a 41-foot DCB, and let me tell you, I am so gracious for taking me for a ride today. That was just fantastic, man. That was the fastest I've actually been on water, and I can personally tell you I've been in boats that are 60, 70 miles an hour that weren't, I felt as safe as today was being in your boat. So I understand you're not from around here. Where did you travel from?
I came in from Denver, Colorado on Wednesday.
Okay.
So this is our home base for boating, but we do live in Denver.
Right. So you do travel quite a bit. What are some other poker runs you've traveled to, and what are some of those distances?
We do. We start the season, the boating season, in February with the Miami International Boat Show and Poker Run by the Florida Powerboat Club, and then we come back all the way across the country here for Desert Storm. And bounce back and forth. Lake Cumberland, Kentucky, Lake of the Ozarks, Missouri, Galveston, Texas for the Texas Outlaw Shootout. So we travel a bunch.
Great. So obviously the fun of boating, meeting new people, but what else really drives you to these events?
Well, obviously the people's a huge element of it. I mean, as you're seeing here this week, it's a really strong group of people that is almost a fraternity-like. The ability to put the speed and power and the elegance of our products on the water, as well as the people, and ultimately the charitable aspect of it is something that we really enjoy doing.
Right. So I understand in Wyoming you do a campaign every year. It raises a lot of money. Tell us a little bit about what you do there.
We do. There's a lady in Casper, Wyoming. Her name's Lisa Eads. Her son Jason died at a young age of brain cancer. So they have a charity now that they put together called Jason's Friends, and it helps the families of Wyoming that have children suffering with a debilitating disease such as childhood brain cancer. So we actually donate money to that charity. We do a nice poker run up there every year that raises an extraordinary amount of money for the small event that it is. And really, I'm the only powerboat that's there of any size. We're hoping to get a bigger draw in the future, but it's very charity focused, and it's always 100+ K of earnings every year. We do charity rides on the boat there. We've done them at Lake of the Ozarks. We do them here at Desert Storm, and obviously I did some more today. I got 2 more at 7 o'clock in the morning. So we do a lot of charitable events. It's a lot of fun.
That's great. That's great. Now, I'm personally an owner of a 29-foot boat, and I know what it takes, the labor of love, and I treat my boat really nice. What's it like to campaign? I mean, I'm going to call your boat, you got to campaign this. For me, I just take out my boat, drive 20 miles, and put in the water. That's not the same thing. What do you go through for something like this?
It's a commitment. It's definitely an extraordinary commitment. I've got a gentleman named Chris Kissinger that works with me, drives the truck, and hauls the boat across the country. And then Robbie Willis from Elite Marine and Motorsports, he is our mechanic, and so he travels and flies into wherever we're at, so that we always have a mechanic with us, so we can take care of business if something breaks. I did blow some transmissions at a charitable event in Wyoming this year, and that is not a very good feeling, right? So you got all these people waiting for rides. So we now have a whole parts truck, and we have a mechanic, so we can get back on the water. So very important.
Yeah, that's great. Now I understand also you have the first 41-footer M41 out of the mold. Leading up to that, when you worked with DCB, did you have any concerns or anything, or?
Oh, sure. Yeah, we a lot of effort, right? I mean, to go from a CAD drawing to actually getting the cores cut, building the molds, and working with Dave the whole time on that process, right? I mean, I didn't have my hands in it, but from a design perspective, we worked very closely to make sure that it was going to meet the needs and expectations that I had. And again, all I had was a drawing. I had an F-32 DCB before, and to take that step was an important thing for their business, as well as it was for us to get into a boat that had a little more beam to it, a little more ocean worthy, so we could go to Miami and do those kind of poker runs. But it was a commitment from everyone. The boat took a lot of time. Just the sanding on the boat was about 5-6 times longer than we thought it would be. The man hours were ridiculous. It's again, first Class A surface boat that anybody built. So what that means for us is it's all done with CAD Unigraphics type architecture from a software perspective to build the boat perfectly straight. From that perspective, and that's kind of how I operate in my business, I wanted something that was not handmade, that was actually generated out of some sort of technology product that could make a straight, fast, clean boat.
Right. What motors you running in there?
It's got Mercury 1350s, so we got just clicked over 130 hours today, so no trouble free.
Right, and I know you've done the shootout a couple times out at Lotto and Desert Storm, and you're getting the speed you thought you would get when you got into the boat and everything?
Yeah, I mean, we've got good speed out of the boat. We were class winner at Lotto this year. We've been class winner out here at Desert Storm as well. So we're class winner at Texas last year. So the boats ran really, really well. So it's a real smooth boat. That 165, 170 miles an hour, it runs really smooth there. It gets quiet in there at that speed. Everybody's concentrating, but typically that's just Chris and I at those kind of speeds. But we ran 158 today, so that's good with 6 people in the boat just cruising around.
Yeah, especially with a lot of traffic on the lake. Yeah, so great. Well, Wynn, I really appreciate your time. Absolutely. And thanks again for spending time with SpeedOnTheWater.com. And so this is Jimmy saying farewell from SpeedOnTheWater.com and Monster Bash 2014.
Thank you.